It's a little more cam.
Yay.
Yay.
I love Blinka.
Yay. On some representing. Discord. Itsy bitsy tester.
Awesome. Maybe I shouldn't have the video out. It's like way delayed.
We'll turn off the sound.
I did turn the sound off.
Yeah.
After a brief moment, I was like, "Oh, that's me in the past." Getting lots of folks in the Hackaday chat, which is good.
I'm looking at your PyCharm guide, so maybe I'll try it out.
Excellent.
Yeah, Carter, we know you can hear us. Thanks for the warning, though.
Internet? All of you?
It happens from time to time. For those of you who don't know, we're starting the hack chat in 10 minutes about CircuitPython. We thought we'd start a little early so we could talk a little bit about what CircuitPython is before we answer questions.
Should I post the link in the in hack chat of the YouTube feed?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Them towards Discord. You can point them towards Twitch. You can point them towards YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there, Phil did it. Okay.
The P in PT stands for postin'.
Yeah, so somebody in the YouTube was like, I hear somebody. Maybe we should introduce ourselves since we're not, they can't see the Discord.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Lamoris. I'm the one with the pink hair and I'm waving. But the voices in my head are starting with Tan Newt.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm Scott Shawcroft. I was the first person to work on CircuitPython for Adafruit back when we called it Adafruit MicroPython. I kind of am the lead on the project at this point, which encompasses both the core code and all the blog posts and the libraries and doing reviews and all that super fun stuff.
Ooh. All right. Thank you, voice in my head number one. Voice number two is Katney. Katney, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Katney. I was the third person to join up the CircuitPython team. I have been working on a lot of libraries, working on development for the Circuit Playground Express, and just basically helping out overall.
Then, of course, last but not least, Dan Halbert.
I'm Dan Halbert. I started working for Adafruit on CircuitPython in August 2017, and I had done some work on it on my own before that. And I'm working with Scott on the core stuff a lot.
Team CircuitPython.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also like dozens of other people who are not, but they're in the chats.
So I think in order to get into the actual Hat Chat room, you have to be a member of the Hack Chat project on Hackaday. David on Discord is having a little bit of trouble, so I think we're sending him a link to the room, but we need to send him a link to
the discussion.
Right. If you go here, look.
Yeah.
Right, but I think you have to be a member of this project.
Right, and when you click on join hack chat, and then it'll force you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because we're in the team messaging for that. Are we in live broadcast chat? Is that where we're looking? Bravo Delta, you can listen in. We actually do allow CircuitPython helpers to chat.
So it looks like what's going on in that, is that the general chat as opposed to the CircuitPython chat?
The CircuitPython one is for behind the scenes, I think.
Oh, okay, all right.
So the hack chat one is where we want to be.
Right, but what's showing on the YouTube feed is the general, is pound general.
Yeah, on Discord. I
Yeah.
think
Bill just said he would switch over. To,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So this stuff is all the behind the scenes. The streams are behind the scenes.
We had some more people join in. Jerry and Barbara Dell, did you want to introduce yourselves? Say hi. They want to remain silent and mysterious.
Just trying to find the right buttons here. Hi. I wasn't quite sure where to go here, so I'm trying to figure this out.
Hi, this is Bravo Delta. My name is David, and
Silent, mysterious.
Turn down the video audio.
could you hear me?
Jerry, how do you get to the video for the Hackaday chat?
It's youtube.com/Adafruit/live, all lowercase.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try that.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Leaks.
Ooh, leaks.
Video leaks. Did a slight respin of the Metro M4.
Where are you showing it?
It's on the video, maybe over my shoulder. Maybe people can see it. It's on my screen.
Ah,
I'm watching the Twitch stream, and you're pretty small.
yeah.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Well, I'll make the board.
Yeah.
Make the board really big. Look, some leaks are small. It's a teeny leak.
Nice.
Teeny leak.
Board. So we just moved the chip over a little bit to make some bigger ground planes. And we swapped a couple pins around to get the PCC pins all exposed. So I2S, we were missing an M clock pin. So we, this one is one of the ones with QSPI. So this still has QSPI. So we're ready for QSPing.
Nice.
QSPI peripheral on the M4 is very interesting. Is curious about it. There's two modes. One is just a basic mode where you can read and write data just like any other SPI flash. But there's another mode where it actually will present the flash itself range. And when you read and write to that range, it will read and write to the SPI flash behind the scenes for you. So you just treat it as one flat file. And you can even execute code from. So it's kind of cool. Weird.
Nice. All right, are we moving over to the hack chat? Oh, questions will go in the comments of the event page. So if people have questions, I can post a link. Yeah, I'm looking at live broadcast chat on our Discord as well. Yeah, I have 4 chats open. Bravo Delta, you gotta join the project first. And hello, glad you could join us. All the chat. I'm waiting for some good questions. Still have 0 comments.
We're here. We're chatting.
Race conditions are no fun, Clifton. I don't think you can hear me. Actually, I should type to you.
We have 1 comment.
Sweet. That's more than last time. That's like infinitely more than last time. People are insisting on telling me that they understand. They don't think I can hear. That I know that they can hear me. Phona examples to CircuitPython. That's a good question. Should we put that in the hack chat as our? I don't actually know what the Phona is. The radio, right?
Phona is a cellular module.
Yeah, I think we can. We're gonna do that at some point.
Gonna happen.
It's just a matter of when.
Now we have twice as many comments.
Oh.
Should we start answering some of these questions?
Yeah.
Well, I think the moderators in the hack chat will actually repost it there.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, see, Shayna wants us to put questions on the event. But there's lots of questions in the chat. Lamore, I don't see you doing a jig.
Totally jigging, but I don't know if the camera's looking at me anymore. But I'm jigging. Just believe me.
All right.
Jigging is occurring.
There you go.
There it is.
The video is delayed for us, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I had to jig for quite a while.
No, that's like extreme jigging.
Do we wait for Shayna to post questions, or just want to answer questions? I mean, there's a couple coming in.
Why don't I could just ask her in the chat? How about that?
See what she wants.
We have a bunch.
Yeah,
Excellent.
they're coming in.
Excellent.
Because like I'm often like compiling something, and it takes just long enough that it's like, well, you can't like go and read an email. You're not gonna get up and like get the cat and pet the cat. It's just exactly 25 seconds.
Jigging is always good.
It's a cat compile.
There should be like an exercise program, like exercises for people who have to compile code or like wait for Travis, and it's like exactly 45-second long exercises, but like you can perform them like every few
While you're
minutes.
compiling.
you could just have it where the program actually talks to the compiler, and it says, okay, you have exactly enough time to do this particular thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe a little light that says, move your filthy carcass now.
That's what the cat does when she tips over the garbage can. In my world, at least. I close the door so she can't come in.
So
Aggressive
have any
against coding.
papers being torn up or anything?
Yeah, no. I think those were prospectuses
Oh.
that she was tearing up. All right, so we're going to wait 2 more minutes. And Steven will start rolling after that, I guess. So we're aggregating questions for those of other folks that are not on the hack chat. You should get in the hack chat. But also there's an event page for the hack chat that has questions on it, where you can post those.
Beautiful voices.
And they're both in Twitch and in YouTube. Oh yeah, there's lots now.
Did you like PyCharm in general? Is this like an editor you're digging it, or is it like
Oh yeah, it's my primary editor.
You're a PyCharm fan.
I am.
Okay, good. So you an unpleasant editor experience. Okay, well, if we can get it working, I mean, we can open up an issue and maybe suggestions on how to add, or if it's too bad. Sure.
Yeah, I really like the idea of supporting a bunch of different editors.
I'll PyCharm like later tonight, maybe, in between my jigs, and I'll see if I can replicate.
Cool.
Excellent. And you saw my message about it. I am assuming that's how you went to check it.
Time you post a reply in Basecamp, I actually get an email.
Okay.
But the cool thing is that unlike just a plain email, I can delete it and I can see it later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Box is like,
yeah,
it's like a wonderful ecosystem where like there's whole cultures that have like grown up and died. So it's like I have to keep it.
They have space travel already.
All right, we're going in the hack chat.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
enough email. Let's do it.
Introducing yourselves. And for those of you listening on YouTube and Twitch, I'm sorry that you can hear my keyboard, but that's kind of what you get for listening to me.
Apologies as well.
Type. I'll answer Yanni when it's ready. ETA for CircuitPython 3.0. Ideally, not too many months away. First, we got to do a beta, and then we've got a long list of things on the issue list. Hoping to do it by PyCon in May.
I can start the Stefan's question or Steven's question.
You're gonna do that?
Yeah, I can just intro it and I'll hand it off to y'all.
Yeah, please do. We can do like multi-threaded answering as well.
I have Katney's going to be the semaphore. No, just kidding.
All right.
We have to have like a pillow or something. You have the chatting pillow. Okay, I'll start that answer because it's a more general question. And you're going to hit the more technical ones anyways.
Sure. And I'm glad you sound like the sound of my keyboard. I tried to do push to talk and I couldn't do it. I guess we should say that we're going to be at PyCon US. Somebody posted the link in the chat.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that. It's going to be exciting. I can answer X's question.
Well, X is that those questions they want them to cycle through the moderator. So,
Well,
yeah, okay.
I know that's what they want, but I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay just answering it as well. Let me find out. There's a good link that I did with the differences. These are brown switches. They shouldn't be too loud in terms of clickiness. I'm reading ahead. Awesome.
Okay, whew, I got through it. All right, Scott, do you want to add more?
Do what?
Steven's question. Any other, like, what is it created?
Oh yeah, that original? No, I think you.
Yeah.
I think you covered it.
What's the next
Look,
question?
I'm okay moving on. Why was it created? Do we just ignore everybody besides Steven?
I guess so.
Kind of a system I'm not used to. I usually just like would answer the questions, but there wasn't a moderator when I did it last.
Yeah.
We could tell
Ask him.
Steven next question.
There we go.
Yeah, so everybody put your questions in the chat or in the event. God, made it worse.
Not in the chat.
In the comments on the event page is where they're pulling them. Dan, or I can stick around as long as people have questions too. I know these typically are only 30 minutes.
Yeah, we can. I can stick around. Yeah, we can.
Next question is, how close can you get to the hardware layer and still maintain CPython syntax? That's a good one for you, Scott, because you do a lot of the lower level
that
stuff.
That is a good question. Yeah, let me see. All right, so my answer to the question, how close can you get to the hardware layer and still maintain CPython syntax? I said pretty close. We can do anything that's not time critical in Python and then use C for the stuff that is. There's a separate trade-off in the API that we have to make for it to apply to all hardware we support as well. So if you're reading like a datasheet for a microcontroller, you may not be able to match the way that you use a peripheral for a particular microcontroller. Yeah, Tomblay and Discord just distracted me. Is there a means to do inline assembler in CircuitPython? MicroPython has that ability. I haven't tried it in CircuitPython. We may have inherited it, but because we're focused on beginners, that's not a huge thing I care to put time into.
I actually tried it because I was curious. It's not enabled in our SAMD 21 because it wouldn't. I don't think it would fit.
Right.
Probably in the future we'll turn it on. It's an ifdef to add that support.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we inherit from MicroPython is just a matter of turning it on. But it also takes time to actually test it and make sure that it works. So. Should I take this next question? The next question is, how good is CircuitPython for real-time applications compared to assembly?
For something, Pulse.io is actually like pretty good. I mean, it's not for real time. That's not what it's designed for.
Right. Python itself is really bad, but its ability to call out to C code makes it great. Python's advantage is the fast iteration time.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's something I feel like I've covered it in some other place. The idea that like you can either have speed with something like Arduino, speed of execution, or you can have speed of development, where the compile and upload cycle of something like Arduino takes longer, but in the end you get code that executes faster. Where in CircuitPython you make the opposite trade-off, and in Python in general this is true as well, where you're optimizing for developer time and being able to iterate really quickly. And that's why Python is so awesome, is that you get the feedback really, really, really quickly. but you don't necessarily get the speed that you are used to if you're coming from the C land. But it's really not hard. It's not hard to integrate C code into Python code, and that's true. I've only done it in CircuitPython and MicroPython, but I think that's true as well for CPython. Oh, I found a typo in my comment. Wouldn't that be the same for all interpreted languages versus compiled languages? It depends on how the interpreted language is implemented under the hood, and how they. Sorry.
Interpreted language. Most interpreted language. I mean, they're always going to be a little slower. Compares shell and assembly. I've noticed. Nobody's ever like, how does shell scripting compare to like? Why are you even comparing these two things?
Right. Yeah. You have to find the right tool for the right job, I think. All right, next question is from James. What makes this a good starting point for getting involved with electronics, programming, and making things? Why should someone choose this over other choices? Arduino, MakeCode, JavaScript. Who wants to take that one?
I can start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Do it, Dan.
Do it, Dan. Tag teams. Tag you in.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it would be cool to do this voice chat in the background so that we can tag team the answers. Yeah, Shayna in the YouTube chat said if you can stick around, we'd love it. So yes, I can stick around as long as people want me to stick around.
Yeah, I think they meant, like, why would you choose this CircuitPython over MakeCode or over Arduino? And the simplest answer is it's super easy to see changes. You make a change, it runs immediately. You don't have to then wait for it to compile and load.
Right. And you don't have to install anything up front either, right? You just plug it in and you get the drive.
Exactly.
At least on the M0 boards. That's a caveat.
Anybody else want to add something to what I wrote about that question?
Yeah.
Do you want me to add my change or my comment about the changes being immediate, or?
Yeah, I mean,
I put something in. I said also, it's my second sentence in the. You can edit the code right on the USB drive.
Right.
Yeah, but when you save it, boom, it runs. Arduino, you gotta save, you gotta compile, you gotta flash it, or load it.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Plus
you can type
REPL.
something.
Yeah, I was very excited when you started using it, Lamore. I remember when you were like, "This is the first driver I've written in CircuitPython first." I was like,
I remember that as well.
Yeah, this is a good.
It's really good.
It's a good milestone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Python handles strings way better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's C.
Strings, parsing.
Everything handles
strings. Structures.
Yeah.
Dictionaries instead of a new struct class constantly being tweaked. Dictionaries, as I'm porting the TVBGON code. Python, and it's like so much fun with dictionaries because you have like one dictionary object that's the frequency. It's the pairs, and one dictionary that's the lookup table. And it's just like, it's just very, very fast.
Yeah. Python's great with dictionaries. Everything is built on dictionaries in Python.
I mean, like, it's like hash table, C or C++.
Right. Yeah. Tony in the hack chat has a really great point as well, that Python itself has a lot of beginner resources that we inherit by being compatible with it. Which is a really, really, really good point too. Like Python is great to learn because people have been teaching Python for years and years and years and adopting it as people's first language. So to be able to do that on hardware just makes it that much easier. Dot stars are smaller.
Make a pitch for the Circuit Playground Express for teaching kids. That's awesome.
Yeah, Circuit Playground is great. It makes it so easy to do a demo. And Kattni's library makes it really easy to use too. We did a hardware happy hour here in Seattle last night, and I had to throw a demo together because I told people to look for Blinky. And I just like got my Circuit Playground out. I put all the files from the bundle on there, and then I just imported the CPX. And I was like, oh, like what's the incantation for the button? And I was like, wait, I just do CPX button A, and that's it.
Mhm.
I was like, this is awesome. So it makes it really good.
The questions like what applications does it excel at? And I think we answered that kind of about the data structures, things like that.
Oh, is that the question?
Ease of use. Well,
There
there
was
was a
another
question that went off the top. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
So bottom line. So Stephen asked another question here.
great.
Differences between
Difference
circuit. You
between
want to say it?
CircuitPython and MicroPython.
Right then.
Right. There's a couple core differences. I posted a link that is more exhaustive. One is that we have a uniform. I guess I should type this, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I will type this.
I'll go back and find your link.
Okay, thank you.
Repaste my text again.
You were gonna?
I mean, I answered it, so.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah, here I will.
Okay. I won't reply then.
Pasting.
You pasted it again? Okay, I found
Of
it.
it.
I
So
copied it.
pasted.
Nice.
Paste.
Yeah, that's the core thing. There's some smaller things like we also we do the auto reload.
Right, that's pretty important. Yeah.
I think you also maybe some of the micro libraries like micro time got turned into time.
Right. So we
Struct.
we choose to be more compatible, strictly compatible with.
We put the code directly on the chip instead of even MicroPython. You have to convert it to a hex file first, don't you?
No. They have the mass storage stuff too. Oh, Dan beat me to it. I can't talk and type at the same time. It's too many words going everywhere.
Do you plan to do a larger Mega 2560-ish board for the SAMD51 in addition to your standard Feather and Metro footprints?
Because we have a plan.
Yeah, I think Lamore covered that.
Yeah.
With enough pins. One does, but
wing and the tripler.
In
Any thoughts on LoRa support?
I think LoRa is a little tough because LoRaWAN is quite big. Probably going to try to add low-level LoRa support, and I think we can do that because it's not that different than the RFM69. But LoRaWAN is a little more challenging, and we might have to wait till the SAMD51 because you need to have a lot of
Code size.
Do you want me to answer that, or somebody else want to take it?
The LoRa one?
That's that. Yeah, that question's out of band. You could leave it, but yeah.
You know what? They really they make it.
It's hard. It's hard to ask.
Sorry. See, because I added Steven, and then I saw the thing right below it.
What about CircuitPython boards with onboard Wi-Fi BLE Bluetooth? Are there any available or plans to make them in the future?
Lamore, do you want to answer, Steven?
I'm just going to tell them, hey, we have the NR52 in beta.
Yeah.
And the ESP8266.
Yep.
I mean, that's due to the size of the libraries, right? Trying to
for LoRa,
for the Wi-Fi and BLE.
It's both the hardware support as well.
Okay.
Like ideally, we would have like the USB mass storage on future devices.
So I know we make an M0 with Bluetooth on it.
Yeah, we have the Feather M0 Bluefruit. I'll just answer the Peter in YouTube chat says, how does CircuitPython react to out of memory, low memory? Is there a chance to recover? I'll reply there. Basically there is. When Python, this is a Python thing, Python will throw a memory exception and you can catch it and prevent it from stopping everything. But that doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to allocate the memory you need going forwards. So I don't know if you can hear me. I suppose you can.
Okay, I did that one. So,
okay.
You want somebody to question?
Brian's question?
The Stephen Brian.
Yeah.
M0 Wi-Fi, we don't have a driver, but you can load CircuitPython onto it.
Dan, are you answering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, we don't have a driver, but you can load CircuitPython on
Or
that
would fit because it's like
on that board using the M0 basic version.
We all type loud night Kurt on Discord. Yeah, Katney read my mind.
It happens.
Right, the Shibu is right. Just because you load CircuitPython, it doesn't mean you get Wi-Fi.
I mean, because you could talk to it, but you'd probably run out of memory.
Yeah. Is there a segue so I can share my heap video?
Just heap it up.
All right, let me find my
drivers because, like, why not? That's fun.
It is fun. We have more and more drivers. Tony's
driver dance.
Yeah.
Okay, another Steven question here.
You want to read it off?
What is the performance boost of the SAMD M51 versus the 21?
Oh,
When
it's
the
like
import's released, will it be the 1 megabyte flavor, and how much will
Oh,
it be for CircuitPython?
everything.
So the answer is it's about a factor of 6, right? So
Yeah, it's a fact. I measured a factor of 6. You'll never run out of memory. Like you have to try really hard because I think it comes with a 300 flash.
and we're using the Fancy 51 J19 version, which is 512 megabyte of flat.
Yeah, we're gonna do both. I think we could only get the 512. That's the only one they
Right.
had available at first, but then we'll upgrade to the 1 meg when that's actually available for sale. The times 6 was just GPIO toggling. I think when you're dealing with math, like numeric stuff, because it has a floating point unit, it'll probably be like 10 times faster. Just because you have to do all the FPU stuff. If you have like, you know, not real floating points, but then unit.
yeah, I'm super excited. It's awesome.
Yeah. And we have it's the 192K RAM, right?
I believe so.
Bring up the data sheet because
Or the 512 megabyte version. Yeah.
I think I only have the heap set to 128K right now, though.
Right, but then we can that was just arbitrary, right? So
Yeah, we
it
can
was
adjust it later.
128, and then we have the G19, which is 192. Yeah, so the 512K flash has 192K RAM. Then the 1 megabyte has 256.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
And then yeah, so like I think what I'll actually probably do is the will be
32 KB, not 32.
All right, yeah. Watch out.
Oops,
You can edit.
KB for M0. I don't think so.
2K.
All right.
You did that on the forums too, Dan. I wish it was that much. That'd be amazing.
All right. Have you seen, this is Tinkering Tech says, have you seen problems with the UF2 bootloader approach as yet with certain PCs not enumerating the M0 properly? Is this the approach you will take for future boards?
I could answer that. And we
And
don't
Dan,
see
you're like
enumeration
driver
problem,
master.
right?
You solved it.
You're right. The Arduino IDE doesn't switch for between the different COM ports nicely on Windows. It's fine on other platforms. You switch manually.
For a moment, I thought you were talking to me a little more.
Oh, there's a second Scott.
I know. Old Crow, right?
Also, if you want, hey, Scott. You want me to say that?
Yeah, UF2 is great.
Yeah.
What is going into the unloved board box?
That was the ESP32 that he bought one and he doesn't know what to do with it.
Oh, yeah. All right, we can say Crow.
Do you want to say something about WebREPL?
I
don't know.
It works on ESP8266.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Didn't K-Town make a demo of Bluetooth REPL? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Working like once, and then was like, well, you know, this isn't really.
Dan, you're so fast at typing.
It sounds like he's smashing the keyboard, which is just kind of cool.
I have this like cheapo, very standard Dell keyboard.
Ike?
It's just their standard Office. Yeah, yeah. So
Dan, welcome to Del Quikey. This is, by the way, Dan, this is why we're like so good at code, because we both have the same
you like that keyboard?
I love this keyboard.
I buy them like by 6 at a time on eBay or something.
I've got to refresh my window, I think.
Will
Firefox.
NumPy or SciPy be supported someday for CircuitPython?
I just replied, said not anytime soon. They're huge libraries. We would like to get Jupyter support. In fact, Carol did some Jupyter support, which was really cool.
All right, question
for
from
Dan.
David. Yeah, do you have a more command on the CircuitPython
Right, that's
REPL
my question.
to be able to visualize code from the console? We may have someone who knows a little bit about that.
Right.
And take this, you would wait this your entire life.
This is your moment.
Right. Carol says CircuitPython can move data off to be used by NumPy and SciPy.
Yeah.
True. All right, so the live video portion will also end in 4 minutes when Lamore and Phil have a meeting. So those of you watching the live stuff, if you want to continue listening to us chat in our voice chat, you can join the Adafruit Discord, which is adafru.it/discord. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a CircuitPython voice channel, and you can listen to us there. We also do a weekly community meeting for all things related to CircuitPython on Mondays, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern time. That also occurs in this voice channel, if you're curious.
All right. We have another question.
Sync.io. That stuff is actually really cool. I think we were going to target it for M4, right? Because you just need a lot of memory.
It won't be for 3.0 for sure. The async and the await keywords actually come in Python 3.5, I believe, and MicroPython supports Python 3.4 currently.
Sync.io library, then that's for the ESP32.
There is, yeah.
Actually, they have async and await because they decided to include that in MicroPython.
Okay, so it's already in MicroPython.
Yeah, it is in MicroPython. Yeah.
Okay, well, I would say not for 3.0 because we already have a long list for 3.0, but in the future, it's on our radar.
Okay, why don't you answer?
I just did. I was typing that.
Dan's got it covered. Awesome, and we're getting more people in the voice chat too. So welcome, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Discord's definitely ahead. And what we could do is I could go through the questions in the comments and reply there as well.
Okay.
Can we make a jigging robot? That would be kind of amazing. We should get John.
All right, thanks everybody. I'm going to move on to my next thing, but I'm here in spirit. Thanks everybody, and keep on blinking.
Thanks, Lady Ada.
Bye bye. Thank you.
More jig. Lady Ada is using Windows 7. That's why it looks like she's using Windows 7.